I went to JD Scott and Co. about 4.5 years ago. My career had expanded from starting out in Melbourne at a small accounting firm in Melbourne, then moved to BDO Melbourne, flipped to Sydney in early 2000, 2002 to be exact. Came up here, did a small stint at Westpac, moved on to EY, had a great time at EY, did a couple of things there where I firstly worked in technical accounting. That was helping create accounting standards and writing through, doing all sorts of technical accounting for the audit divisions. Then I moved into an area called Financial Accounting Advisory Services, FAS, and FAS is an area that helped clients with all their accounting matters. I did that for about almost 7, almost 8 years in total before opportunity arose at QBE. At the point in time, I was the director at EY. I was thinking to myself, do I really want to be a partner? To be honest, I probably couldn't really sell what I was producing in terms of a product. And I was looking for a change. So I went to QBE and ran financial reporting there for a couple of years. And that was an awesome experience. I learned so much about financial reporting. Technical is one thing and knowing accounting standards is one thing, but actually doing it is a completely different ballgame. And, funnily enough, um, both two things together today make, I guess, our skill sets really, really strong in that space. Did that for about 3 years, from the end of 2013 to about 2015, 16-ish, thereabouts. Then I moved across to the group capital part of the group. That's the part of the group that worked out basically how to get dividends out of subsidiaries, up to the parent entity, how much dividend to pay at the top, and how much capital we needed. Insurance companies like banks and other financial institutions are highly, highly regulated industries. And again, that's a massively fascinating role. Moving capital around the group, trying to squeeze as much capital as we could out of the divisions and out of our various subsidiaries in order to pay the biggest dividend possible was a really fascinating challenge. That all came to an end in early 2019. And then I sort of sat on the beach a bit. I mean, literally sat on the beach for a bit. What is the next steps, right? I mean, after you've left a big corporate for a while, I knew I didn't want to go back to the big four firms. I knew I didn't want to work at the mid tiers. I certainly wasn't any good as an auditor. And I don't think I really wanted to work in big corporates either. So sort of didn't really have much of a choice, to be honest with you. I had to start my own business. So at the back end of 2020, and I had some small contracts, and I was sort of, keep my fingers in the pie, as they say, to sort of work out what I was going to do next. And then by the end of 2020, I decided to launch my own firm. Because if I think back to what I really, really enjoyed, the first few years I worked at CW Sterling down in Melbourne, it was actually really fascinating. It was helping small business, accounting and tax and auditing. And I really loved that sort of work. So I set out to build a firm that brought all those skills and experiences, the big four skills and experiences in, um, and but would help small businesses grow. And that was the genesis. And that was point one. Point two was to have a firm that was highly flexible in that we could work anywhere. And so this was the end of 2019, and remote working and Teams and videos and that sort of stuff, that wasn't a thing. This is all pre-COVID, right? So um, what I decided to do was build a firm in the cloud, effectively. Again, I'd seen a lot of small firms out there with paper-based systems and clunky reporting, and it killed me. So I built the firm from scratch from day one in the cloud. And then luckily or unluckily, perhaps, COVID hit. And COVID hit in, say, February, March 2020. And I do remember sitting here at home thinking to myself, this was about 2 weeks after lockdowns have started. And I literally had no clients, no income. And I was with my wife, we've got no money coming in. We've got no clients. It can't get any worse, and we've got nothing to lose. And so we started building, and from there, just added contracts, added clients. I'll talk about how my marketing went, and my sales went one day, and just build up from there. Today, we're a team of at least 8 people at the moment. Got some great offices, great people in the city, great clients, and it's just a matter of building the firm out. And we've just continued that same thing over and over and over again.